Second Corinthians chapter 5, I believe verse 11, that knowing the terror of the Lord will persuade men. So we're out here showing you people the terror of the Lord. And if you're the elect, you're going to be moved by that terror. And you're going to be persuaded, and you're going to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Not no damn Jesus, man. Not no white Jesus. Not no Jesus. Not no Yahweh. Not no Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, or Yeshaya. None of that bullshit. Because those are not the names. His name is Yahweh Shai. His father's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. So it's either one or the other. You gotta choose. Make no terror to turn to the day. Make no terror to turn to the Lord. And in thy security and safety, then sudden destruction shall fall upon you. That's what's coming, man. That's the time we're in right now. None of these people are thinking about the Lord, man. None of these people are hastening the day. They say they can't wait for the day of the Lord, but really, they don't even know what they're asking, because the day of the Lord is a dreadful day. They think that they're gonna be raptured, that they ain't gonna see the evils, the perilous times. They've been deceived in that in itself. And by that deception, they're gonna perish, because they put their hope into these false prophets, to their fake ass pastors, their pork chop eating pastors, their pastors that are on the streets, man, on the corners of these buildings.
This is John chapter 4, verse 23. John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
And that's what's happening today. All right, we've been waking up since the early, like the late 1960s or 1970s is when we started waking up. And now you newcomers are waking up now. Right? And we know what we worship. Go ahead and read it again.
But the hour cometh, and now is.
Right, and we're in that hour. And now it's being the prophecies are being fulfilled right now.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Read it again.
The whole thing?
Right.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers.
And the true worshipers. What?
Shall worship the Father.
They shall worship Yahweh, the Father.
In spirit.
In spirit.
And in truth.
And in truth.
For the Father seeketh such.
For Yahweh, that's who he seeks. You don't see no lukewarm ass nigga, man. Some 2/3 ass nigga. You Negro and Latinos, man. He ain't dealing with you wicked ass 2/3.
For the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High, Yahweh, is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
You must worship him in spirit and truth, and what the scriptures tell you to do. Not about what you want to do. Like we read in Romans, you're carnal. 2/3 of y'all Negro Latino, y'all are carnal, man, and y'all gonna die. You're not spiritual. There's nothing spiritual about you. And to say if you are a spiritual man, but you're not in the spirit of this, though. You know what I'm saying? You're on a whole different. Your demon got you.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God, that we may know the things that are freely given to us of God. 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of God.
Right, and like I just said a minute ago, like you were saying, y'all think you 2/3 think y'all are spiritual, but y'all are lost to the spirit of this world. Y'all eyes, y'all still get that y'all still get that same veil that was all symbolic to right now that y'all lost to. The world's got y'all blinded. The world's got y'all's face covered to where y'all can't see. This is the truth. And like we just brought out in John, you gotta worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. It's about truth, not like you said, not being lukewarm, man. Carnal. You cannot be lukewarm in the same, man. That's a sign that there's something evil in you. That's a sign of evil, man. So we don't have the spirit of this world. Real quick, the ones that the Most High is dealing with are the ones who are dealing in the spirit.
Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of God, and that we might know the things that are freely given to us of God.
Right, and like again, we already know you can't receive anything, man, unless you're spiritual about it. The Most High is not going to deal with you.
You can't receive this truth unless the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai give it to you. You go to Luke chapter 24, it says He has to open your minds to understand these things. And that this is a gift, and it's freely given to those. Yet, how does it go? Faith, it's in Ephesians.
This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High.
Right, not of yourselves, but it's the gift of Yahweh Shai. Right? You go to Wisdom of Solomon and take the time to read it, and it tells you that you can't receive this wisdom. You can't labor for, you can't find her in the dirt. You can't find, it comes from above, man. And it's going to be given to you from Yahweh Shai. But it's going to be freely given to the elect. No matter what, if you're the elect, you're gonna receive it regardless, but you're gonna depart from wickedness though. It says, which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
Right, and like I said in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9, that you cannot receive no real knowledge or wisdom except the Most High, Son, the Holy Spirit. Like you just said, it needs to be sent because we're like I said, we're just ashes. We're corruptible. We're in itself, we're already defiled. So it has to take a higher power to deal with us and to send that spirit into us to actually be able to retain this knowledge. Because we already know the flesh is always fighting against the spirit. So it takes the Most High, like you said earlier, it's spiritual power that's dealing with us. It takes an incredible spiritual power to even take you out of this world. So how much more to give you that wisdom and knowledge, though it'll be given freely to the elect. You know, like we're talking about, man. You gotta be wise. You gotta be wise in the truth, and you can't be acting wicked.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet himself is judge of no man.
Right, and so but it says like he that is spiritual judgeth all things. But how though? Because you get that wisdom. All right, the Most High, He gives you that authority to do that when you're in this truth. All right. And like we're talking about, it's not of ourselves. The Most High has to give it to you. To know that like we spoke about a few weeks ago, to give all glory and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all about today. His power be shown. All right? That's why we just read in Ephesians, it's not, no man can give you faith. No man can give you that gift. You got to receive it from Him. Because it's too, like you said, you can't find it in the dirt. It's too precious. All right. So that's what you need in order to be. That's what it said in Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of thy salvation. And it says, "Here's the Lord. Here's the Lord's treasure." You got to be wise. You got to be spiritual about these things. It just said that the natural man receiveth them not because they're foolishness to him. A man who's in the world is not going to care, and he's not going to want to hear it. like you 2/3 Negroes and Latinos. That's why they laugh at us. That's why like personally with my job, man, they laugh at me already because I don't talk like that. I can't speak Spanish. And they laugh at me like I'm stupid. And they literally talk Spanish shit in my face. I just let them go because I'm just like, all right, like you don't even know the foolishness that you're doing right now. Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom to thine old age. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. She will lie upon him a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many.
Exactly. So, and that goes back to you, all you 2/3 who think that you actually got this truth. The Most High ain't dealing with you, and He already laid that heavy rock on y'all, and y'all casted it away. All right. And like I said, that with that wisdom, that to use it to plow it out, pretty much just always be getting it. Like you said a minute ago, the elect's going to be getting that wisdom, and you're not going to be doing wickedness. You're going to depart from it. The Most High is not going to let you be an elect and be wicked. You're going to come out of this world. All right. But like I said, it's unpleasant to the unlearned, which are 2/3 of y'all, the ones who love being stupid and foolish.
This is Ecclesiastes 21:10. The way of sinners is made plain with stones, but at the end thereof is a pit of hell. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. He that is not wise will not be taught, but there is a wisdom which multiplieth bitterness. The knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel, and he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth.
Right. And 2 examples. What's the true wisdom and knowledge going to do for the elect when martial law and everything kicks off? It's going to teach you. It's going to tell you what to do. It's going to keep you alive.
It's going to be the strength of thy salvation, like in Isaiah 33:6 says. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of thy salvation, the spirit, man.
And like I said about that wisdom that brings bitterness, what's that wisdom going to do? Keep telling you to be lazy. Martial law ain't coming. I ain't got to get ready for this thing yet. I'm going to be raptured up anyways. That's strong delusion. That's what it's going to get. Where it holds no water. Because here it is. Like I said in June, y'all are a bunch of clouds with no water. Y'all, like I said too about the Pharisees, y'all are beautiful on the outside, but in the inner parts, you're ugly and nasty as hell.
Little
dead man's bones. So you know, 2/3 of you Negro and Latinos, y'all got no hope. Y'all were born, y'all were like the brother that came down here. Y'all were just a wasted little bit of semen. That's what y'all were. But to the elect, Yahweh Shemi Shai is going to deliver us out real soon. And it's right around the corner. Like real quick, when we were talking about that whole Boston thing, I brought that out because we're telling you, Esau's showing you now. He's finally showing to you where it's actually making all news. Because I was telling this brother, we get daily news every day from other brothers about like certain things on the internet, to where it's not really a full broadband thing, it's not all worldwide, but this Boston thing, it made full news. And it's showing you what they're doing. They're showing you what exactly they're about to do. And it tells you that they brought in National Guard, tanks, they have police going door to door, checking every car. They even said Boston on lockdown. That's what martial law is. Lockdown. To where the military and the military and the whole police force has authority on y'all, and you can't do nothing. You can't go nowhere without being seen. So that just proves how close this thing really is. Very close, man. All these bombings, so-called terrorist attacks, even though we know Esau did it, you know, all these things that are happening, man, it's just getting closer, man, to where Obama's gonna eventually come up. He's gonna have word from the elites telling them, all right, declare it. You know, it's right around the corner.
This is Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
Right, that flood is Esau, and that standard is that evident sign that these things, this is about to happen. It's happening. Like we were speaking about in Habakkuk earlier. No? So, and that's what a standard is. Like proof, an infallible proof, undeniable. And that boss thing is undeniable what they're about to do.
It also proves that these prophecies are true in the Bible. It's not just some fairy tale, man. This book is full of prophecy and it's coming true, it's coming alive. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle, and with things offered unto idols.
Right, and Esau, he's like, just like how Yahushua is just waiting to get at these 2/3 of Esau. Esau's the same way against you 2/3 and the elect. He's, like I said, there's a great burning wrath.
Burning wrath. Burning. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled.
Right, the burning wrath of a great multitude. That's Esau. He's waiting, man. They're just doing the Most High is just having them do certain things just before he can pop it all off. Esau's ready. Like we were telling you, they've got weapons already prepared that you don't even know about. They got the devices. They're going to start bringing them out to let them. Like I told this brother, and all the other brothers should know already. As of 2014, they're going to start putting lasers on all their military ships, and they're claiming they can shoot unmanned aircrafts and small boats. They're getting ready to fight against the Most High and the elect.
2nd Esdras 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle, which with things offered unto idols. And that's talking about the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. There ain't gonna be no hedge around you 2/3 or you men and women that that agree with them. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. They shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right. So, and the only hedge that's gonna be up in that day is around the elect. All right. There ain't gonna be no. And if you consent, if any man, woman, child, baby, girl, whatever, takes that chip, you're done. The Most High's he's gonna let you be killed, or he's gonna kill you himself. But for the elect's the only one that's gonna be delivered that day.
That's the ultimate test right there, man. When that chip is right in your face. That's the ultimate test. That when that chip's right there in your face.
And like this brother told me yesterday, it's good to bring out. For all this happening right now, to all the brethren who are heavy, the newer brethren who are coming in, stay strong. Like the brother, like one of the brothers I speak to up in Chicago said, stay the fuck up, man, because it's right around the corner. All right, and we know the scriptures saying Revelations that the devil is coming down on us stronger now because he knows his time was almost up. So not only is Esau going to crack down, but the spiritual devil itself, Satan, he's going to crack down too, because and like it said in Peter's, I believe, yeah, it's Peter where it says, or Peter's, don't think it's strange when it concerneth you, man, because it's going to get tough, man. From personal experience, it's going to become tough. But like this brother told me yesterday, the chip hasn't even come yet for you to actually want to